Hi guys, welcome to Hannah's Backyard. It has been probably 18 days since I have seen you guys last. I was on a vacation, so I was gone for 16 days, and so this is my first day back. And looking at the garden, it wasn't the time to leave, but you know what? I still got a lot of stuff from the garden. There's still a lot of stuff in here. It just needs a really good cleanup. So I thought I would give you guys kind of a quick once over so you can see what I'm dealing with here. And I'll probably try to clean up as much as I can today and then maybe kind of show you an after. But I might not have time for that because it is really bad, guys. But you know, all good things must come to an end, which means garden season also must end. So yeah, things are a mess. I was just looking at all the bees that are on my pumpkin plants, and whatnot. Most of my Kajari melons have died. They ripened while I was gone and fell on the ground, and so they're kind of cracked open. So the Kajari area smells excellent. But anyway, yeah, everything viney pretty much has powdery mildew looking stuff on it. Nothing's been watered. I don't know how much rain we got while I was gone. So yeah, this is just what it is. This is what a wild garden would look like. So just wait till you guys see the tomatoes. I literally cannot get through the path. But anyway, come along and yeah, check out this mess. Okay, so you can see that basically all the sunflowers are dead and the birds have came through and picked them all clean. There's a few that maybe still have some seeds left, but for the most part they are dead. My zinnia patch, it's looking decent, but there are a whole bunch of weeds coming through and it looks like it's just been getting hit a little bit by the colder mornings. So there's that. Although these ones have really kind of popped back. I haven't seen one look so nice. So all of the sunflowers are starting to kind of, like I said, they're just dying, falling. The big one's still up there. These are my pumpkins. So you can see the plant is dying off. I mean, it should. But you can also see there's a little bit of the powdery mildew. We've been having heavy dews, so that's pretty much probably why. This is my cabbage area. I am forming small cabbage heads, so if I come through and weed this, they might have a chance. I actually have a pumpkin all the way out to here, which is kind of crazy from over there. And behind that is the cucumbers. Obviously, when you're not picking them, they're just getting bigger and bigger on the vine. So they're not really producing new ones. So I'm going to see if I can kind of revamp that a little bit. This is the tomato arch. Totally, I will never be able to reach them. They're taller than what the pumpkins were, and they're on their way up to where the sunflowers are. So they have just grown. But with the growth of up also comes the growth of out. And it really starts hiding your plants. So what I'm gonna do is anything that's hanging down, I'm probably gonna cut. Ooh, bee. Man, they're out in strong force today. So this is what the inside's looking like. I have a whole bunch of these tomatoes that are ripe and need to be picked. And some that are not yet. Look at all these. And there's more on this side. So if you can see, it's huge and bushy. I mean, let me try to, and then look at these tomatoes. It's a mess. But I have a whole bunch of really nice ones to pick in here. So that'll be good to do. Yeah, you can just see how many there are on the plants. So I canned a lot before I left, but I'll probably have to can more because I can't just waste these. And then here I have my paprika plants. So you can see here, there's quite a few that are red that need to be picked and dried. There's quite a bit inside of here too. It's super hard to see, but they're in there. The shishitsus that I won't be growing probably anymore. Now these two plants look different to me, but an Anaheim. There is lots of Anaheims on here. Look at them. These are jalapenos. I haven't even really gone through, but there's a lot. All the yellow ones are the cayennes. And I also have some red cayennes. In here, more tomatoes. The corn is obviously completely dead, which I think I'm probably gonna chop it here soon and leave the roots in. The basil has completely went to seed. It's just loaded with bees though, so I want to get these weeds out, still leave this. And looks like my cilantro was overtaken by weeds, and so that started to bolt. Parsley's looking good. Swiss chard always looks good. Well, this one's actually not. It's looking a little pathetic. I'm wondering if we might have had a frost, but that shouldn't have affected the Swiss chard. Some of the cauliflower I have growing. This is a thistle patch, pretty much. They'll pull easy because of the mulch. Carrots are still in the ground. I haven't gotten to them. A little bit of lettuce there. Some spinach. Over here I have some more lettuce that I have to get to emerge here. All the kale. All the kale. Some of these peppers are probably rotten. I got some orange ones back there. A lot of cherry tomatoes. That plant fell right over because of how heavy it was with peppers. Oh, and this one that came up all by itself from last year turned out to be a Hartman's yellow, or at least it cross-pollinated with one, and you got some nice yellow cherries. But also that plant just starting to lay out. It's getting too heavy, so I gotta cut all that. All the onions have fallen. This one's probably getting ready to be harvested. And look at that in all its glory. I believe it's a beefsteak, and it's growing up, and that's not fallen. I can't believe it. You can see on the other side too that they're kind of doing the same. But they're looking excellent when it comes to blight and stuff, and for not being trimmed or anything. It's just, it is what it is. These are the healthiest tomatoes. So I don't know if it's, I think it's just the year, personally. But I've also been disposing a lot of my plants. I don't leave anything in the garden. I just get rid of all of it. So maybe that's helping. I just noticed this. I was actually super excited for it. This was the pak choi. And as you can see, while I was gone, it flowered. Somehow I have one of my Brussels sprouts turned into two. That is very interesting. And then I have that one there that I have to pick. The cucumbers, the pumpkins, and the broccoli. So this is going to seed, but you can see there's some nice clusters again. This has been an excellent year for broccoli and me. I keep wanting to pull it out, but it just keeps sending up more side shoots. I pulled one tomatillo, and now this one came back in its place. And if I really dig in here, this might be its own. So there's two. I don't know, I could keep them. I don't know. Here's the Kajari melon. The plant is just looking awful. Obviously all the weeds and everything. And then the watermelon is gone. So that's what we're looking at. So let's get this place cleaned up.